And we have a go for auto-sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 22 seconds.
20.
T-minus 15 seconds and counting. 10 seconds. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, lighting up the nighttime sky as we continue building the International Space Station.
Discovery rolling on course for a rendezvous with the International Space Station. Speed 1,000 miles an hour, altitude 1 mile, downrange 4.5 miles from Kennedy Space Center already. Three good engines, throttling back to 2/3 of the radius west. Passing the air at maximum dynamic pressure, about to go supersonic. There's a view from the external tank camera.
Discovery Houston, go at throttle up.
Go at throttle up.
All systems remaining go for Discovery. Altitude 8 miles. Speed 1,700 miles an hour. Downrange 10 miles from Kennedy Space Center. Minute and a half since launch, Discovery already consumed more than 2.25 million pounds for propellant. It now weighs less than half that it did at liftoff. Altitude 18 miles. Speed 3,000 miles an hour. Already 22 miles northeast of Kennedy Space Center. Three good engines, 3 good auxiliary power units, 3 good fuel cells. Booster ops are confirmed. Clean separation of the 2 solid rockets. Discovery's 3 engines now powering the second stage. Discovery's orbital maneuvering system engines firing now to assist the climb into orbit. They'll fire for about 1 minute and 37 seconds.
Discovery Houston, 2-engine Maroon.
2-engine Maroon.
That call means Discovery can perform a transatlantic oceanic landing at Maroon, Spain if required. 3 good engines, 3 good auxiliary power units, 3 good fuel cells. Speed now 4,500 miles an hour, altitude 45 miles, downrange 78 miles from Kennedy Space Center. Approximately 5 minutes remaining until main engine cutoff. Speed almost 5,000 miles an hour, altitude 53 miles, downrange 110 miles from Kennedy Space Center.
Discovery Houston, negative return.
Negative return.
That call means Discovery has gained too much speed and altitude to return to the Kennedy Space Center for a landing if a problem arises. Just under 4 minutes until main engine cutoff. During that time, Discovery is going to triple its speed to reach the 17,400 miles an hour needed to reach Earth orbit. 3 good engines, 3 good auxiliary power units, 3 good fuel cells. Altitude 6,300 miles. 63 miles. Speed 6,500 miles an hour. Downrange 207 miles from Kennedy Space Center along the eastern seaboard of the United States.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO, select Istris.
Press to ATO, select Istris.
Discovery now could reach an orbit lower than planned, but still safe on 2 engines. Speed 7,700 miles an hour. Altitude 67 miles. 290 miles off the eastern coast of the United States, away from Kennedy Space Center. 3 good engines, 3 good auxiliary power units, 3 good fuel cells.
Discovery Houston, single engine Ops 3.
Single engine Ops 3.
That call means that Discovery could perform a transoceanic abort landing on only 1 engine if required. So far, all going well. Discovery should be rolling to a heads-up position now to help assist its performance as it climbs into orbit and provide better communication through the Tracking Data Relay satellite system.
Discovery Houston, press to MECO and single engine Istris 104.
Press to MECO, single engine Istris 104.
Discovery could reach its planned orbit on only 2 engines if required, and it could reach Istris, France on just 1 engine. Just under 2 minutes to main engine cutoff. Altitude 66 miles. Speed 11,000 miles an hour. Already 500 miles away from Kennedy Space Center.
Discovery Houston, single engine press 104.
Single engine press 104.
And Discovery Houston, Billy, we see a nominal shutdown plan.
Copy, nominal shutdown plan, thanks.
About a minute to main engine cutoff. Normal shutdown planned. Speed 14,000 miles an hour. Altitude 64 miles. Downrange 643 miles. Continue to watch live downlink television pictures from an external tank camera. Standing by for main engine cutoff. Booster officer confirms main engine cutoff. External tank separation confirmed. Space Shuttle Discovery now on orbit on its own.
Discovery Houston, we saw a nominal MECO. OMS 1 is not required, and we just watched some great video you get off the tank.
Copy, nominal MECO, OMS 1 not required, and you got a lot of smiling faces up here.